business. So I got to see some of the Lakers preseason games, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't like what I'm seeing from them. It seems like the only person that's playing any kind of inspired basketball is Carmelo Anthony, and last game they played Phoenix. They got blown out. He was actually 5 of 7 from the 3-point line, and so he played really well. But the defensive prowess is not there. Guys look like they don't know where to go. Russell Westbrook got here committing all kinds of turnovers, just being completely reckless with the basketball. But that's always been Russell Westbrook's MO. It's just not a fit. This team's just not a fit. And I think about 2012, when the Lakers had Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, and they had Dwight Howard during his first stint. And the Lakers actually went 0-8 in that preseason, and that season was just a disaster, man. It was just a disaster. And what's up, Steve Alexander? Salute, y'all. And I didn't get to see much of that regular season, but I kept, because I was deployed. I was over in Iraq and all that. You know what I'm saying? Over in that area, Bahrain and all that. But when I was deployed, so I didn't get a chance to see much of the games and all that. But the games I did see, it just wasn't good. It just wasn't good enough, and it was a complete and utter sham, right? And thinking about what happened in that 2012 season and all that, I think this season right here has striking similarities, right? I don't. Everybody's ready to crown the Lakers to be NBA champion and all that, but I would suggest us pump the brakes on that a little bit, considering how bad they look defensively. Offensively, they can't get nothing going. The Big Three has not played not 1 minute in preseason. You would think, you get guys in the that they're together for the first time. You need to establish some level of chemistry or whatever, right? But you let LeBron tell it. This is what he said. This is what LeBron James said, and I quote, right? In his 19th year in the league, there's nothing I'm going to learn at this point of my career. Nothing at all. I'm not going to learn anything. Nothing. That means zero. Now, see, I got a problem with that, right? Because every time you step out on the court, there's something you should learn. There's something you should take away, right? And he never played with Russell Westbrook outside the All-Star game. So how can you take that kind of attitude into the season when he's never played with Russell Westbrook outside of the All-Star game and maybe the Olympics? That's not enough time and chemistry. Yeah, y'all might be best buds off the court, but LeBron likes playing one way. Russell Westbrook likes playing one way, right? He has his way of doing things. LeBron has his way of doing things. So you would think in the preseason, this would be the time to iron that out before the season starts. The season starts a week from today, right? What's up, you Soup Knight? So when you got that dynamic going on, guys not in the right spots, guys is out here just, looking like they're playing in the goddamn pickup game and not actual basketball and all that. Frank Vogel got a challenge on his hands, man. For real. And then Russell Westbrook compounds it by saying this: we got time. It's not over. It's not even the start of the season. This don't even count. So there's no need to wrap your head around what you're seeing. Well, I got a problem with that too, because it's like everybody's trying to say don't worry about it, but I got every reason to worry about it. It's just like when me and LVZ talked about this earlier a while back. I would love this team if the NBA had an over 35 league. What's up, James? If the NBA had an over 30, a 30 and up league, I would love this team. The problem is there's some young teams out there and there's some other established teams out there that is ready to debunk this notion that the Lakers are going to be far and away an NBA title contender. So, LeBron, I got a question, right? If there's nothing you're going to learn at this point, then why even take the court, right? Why even take the court if there's nothing at this point in your career? There's nothing for you to learn, right? Meanwhile, you got Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, you got all these guys on your team. You need to see how you're going to play with them, right? But yet, there's nothing you can learn at this point in the career. And y'all wonder why I don't take this guy seriously. You wonder why I don't put this guy on the list of all-time greats. As far as like the top 5. Because the aforementioned players I consistently mention on a daily basis when it comes to the greats of basketball would never take that kind of mentality into the preseason. Every day is a challenge. Just like in life, every day is a challenge. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have lessons learned. You're going to hit peaks and valleys along the way. There's nothing you're going to learn at this point in your career, really, LeBron? Come on now, would be better than that, right? This is why you cannot put. So we're going to wait till the regular season to try to figure out how to try to play with Russell Westbrook, right? We're going to wait till the regular season to figure out how to play with Carmelo Anthony, right? And don't come in here trying to tell me, well, they got years of film. I mean, I'm pretty sure LeBron knows, they got a lot of film they could look at. Nah, looking at film and playing with somebody in real time is two entirely different animals, right? Now, if you can watch film all day long watching football, but it's a whole nother animal getting on the field, actually getting the timing down, getting a rapport with your receivers, trying to get the timing down with when it comes to defenses, looking at what kind of defenses out there. Are they disguising? Are they blitzing? Are they dropping back? Are they in the zone? Are they playing man to man? Are they showing man and dropping into the zone? Are they showing zone but going to man? It's this, it's all kinds of disguise and distortion that defensive coordinators try to put together to try to confuse the quarterback to either get sacked, get a turnover, or whatever the case may be. And in basketball, it's the same thing. When you play with somebody for the first time, right? When you play with somebody for the first time, you got to know what spots they're going to be in, how they like to play. Do they like playing off ball? Do they like playing in the post? Do they like playing outside in or inside out? Right? Are they best when when you can get a pick set for them and then they can get the alley? What are they good at? Right? This guy is Russell Westbrook is consistently balls to the wall 100% all the time. What's up, Eric Johnson? Knowing that as a player, right? Knowing that he's balls to the wall, right? All the time, 100%. That means in a half court set, if he's driving, then if I'm playing off ball, that means I got to flash to the cup to where I can be easily accessed for a dump off, for an easy layup or a dunk or whatever like that, right? Now, I got beef with Russell Westbrook because there was one particular play in that preseason game against the Phoenix Suns. This is right before the half. He came down and just threw some wild ass pass that went to the second row. What's up, y'all? Salute to you, man. Eric Johnson, NPR. What's good, man? You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody in the building, man. What was that? What in the devil was that, Russell Westbrook? That's all I'm saying. AD out there at the 3-point line. Look, AD, I know you got a propensity to shoot threes and all that, but if you're the 5, you should not be out there shooting threes. If you're the 5, Maybe as a stretch forward in certain offensive sets. But if you're the 5, why are you to the Lakers have a very easy schedule starting off, right? They got the opening night game against Golden State. But if you look at their schedule, the first like 10, 15 games, they're playing teams like the Rockets and OKC and San Antonio. It's like, come on, man. How are we supposed to know how good this team is? They get these cupcakes at the beginning, right? So, to me, from what I'm seeing, from my vantage point, Lakers got more questions than answers, man. They do. They got a lot more questions than answers. No, I don't. I ain't hear what Stephen A. Smith said, and I'll talk about that Bama in another video. At this point, we all know what Stephen A. Smith is about. Salute to what you like to know in the building, man. Salute to you, homie. Hey, man, I want to take time out to apologize for not getting to see you in Atlanta. Things got real crazy in that over the weekend and shit like that. So, don't worry, it ain't gonna be my last time coming down there. I promise you that. What's up, Real Facts TV? Salute, bro. I'm not. This. I mean, Frank Vogel, I know he signed a contract extension and all that, but I think he's a lame duck. I don't think he's gonna last too much longer, and I'm just not. I just don't see this team making the NBA Finals, man. I don't. Just a whole bunch of just blocks everywhere, and I don't know how to build it. Right? So, and then the way they're approaching the season, I mean, AD approaching with the right frame of mind, but the problem is when you got LeBron approaching it in the not in the right frame of mind, when he's coming out saying there's nothing he can learn at this point, and Russell Westbrook coming out saying that, oh well, we got time, and I don't need us wrapping our heads around everything what's going on right now. That's like, when you got that kind of mentality, it's like, how the hell you can just come in there and turn it on like a light switch in the season when the season begins, and that we're just gonna come out the gate and just like start dominating and all that. It don't work like that. You would think with a week left before games are counted for real and turnovers are counted for real, that they would really get their act together. Now, supposedly, they're going to play all three of them going to be in the lineup tonight for the preseason game against Golden State. So, I think the game's in Golden State. I think the game's on TNT, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, if you got a whole bunch of new people on one team, you would think you would take the preseason to get everybody to get the chemistry down, set the rotations, and establish themselves and establish a role. A clear, defined, concise role. But instead, we got guys that's, it ain't nothing for me to learn. And we got time. We could get it right and all that. But you still going out there performing the same bad habits. AD still looks soft. Fucking, Russell Westbrook still out like he's like a Tasmanian devil on steroids and all that, right? They come down, take bad shots, turn the ball over, right? Guys, I mean, it was just bad basketball against the Phoenix Suns the other night. Like I said, the only bright spot was Carmelo Anthony. Oh boy. Hey, I apologize for the stream keep messing up, man. But the thing is, they're going to blame Russell Westbrook, and I fear that he's going to give them all the ammunition of the Lakers' shortcomings and all that if they don't get it right. Russell Westbrook don't come down on the turnovers and the bad shot selection and all that. What's up, Marco Hinton? Right? he's going to give them the ammunition that they're looking for, and they're going to cook Russell Westbrook, right? LeBron's going to get none of the blame for this, despite the fact that he was the one that orchestrated the trade, right? Because Rob Pelinka, yeah, he got the title of the GM, but we all know who's really the GM of the Lakers, right? LeBron's going to get none of the blame. Now, I talked about this a while back, about how Russell Westbrook wasn't even their first choice when they were looking at making moves to upgrade the roster. He wasn't even choice number one. Meanwhile, while he was playing with the Wizards, he was trying to get Bradley Beal to leave and all that. All right? Russell Westbrook just don't play good with others, man. He doesn't. He is a one-man show, right? A one-man gang, right? Now, I want to see how this plays out. But from my vantage point, from what I'm seeing so far, I don't like what I'm seeing so far. I don't. And this is why I have reservations about the Lakers coming out of the West, right? There's going to be a dark horse, there's going to be an emerging team coming out the West, right? There's going to be a team coming out the West. We just don't know yet who it's going to be, right? So we're just gonna have to see what happens, man. But the defensive assignments need to improve. They got guys down there that can rebound. They got Howard and DeAndre Jordan, but in my opinion, DeAndre Jordan's just unplayable. He's unplayable. Howard can get rebounds and put back dunks and all that, and maybe you get some minutes for Kendrick Nunn. What's up, Greenleaf? Maybe get some minutes for Malik Monk. And, if he don't, get himself in legal trouble and all that with the NBA, because when he was a member of the Charlotte Hornets last year, he got himself in some trouble with the NBA, right? Suspensions and all the other craziness, man. So hopefully a change of scenery would be nice for Malik Monk, right? But I don't expect him to get no more than 15, 20 minutes on a given night, depending on how games play out and stuff like that. Horton Tucker, that injury is big. He's going to be out like damn near 8 weeks. So, while Horton Tucker's out, Malik Monk might get some minutes now that Horton Tucker's going to be out. So, man, you guys definitely let me know what y'all think about this, man. You think the Lakers going to turn it around? You think they're going to just turn it on like a light switch? Because, for me, from my vantage point, I don't see them just turning it on like a light switch. I think it's going to be a work in progress, right? And I think they waited too late for this work in progress to ensue. Because people are trying to maximize rest and all that, right? But smash the like, hit the subscribe. Shouts out to the mighty LDBC, Lions Den basketball community. And subscribe button if you don't mind.